Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Fiancé Jasmine Pineda gets aggressive with Natalie Mordovtseva. 90-Day Fiancé star Jasmine Pineda got aggressive with co-star Natalie Mordovtseva after she smashed a drinking glass. Natalie blamed Jasmine for starting the drama. However, Jasmine was not going to put up with this. She let her know exactly how she felt. Keep reading to find out more details. 90-Day Fiancé. The last resort has so many issues. All 6 couples in attendance have problems of their own. Rob Warren and Sophie Sierra have major trust issues. However, Sophie revealed that another co-star who is there, Josh Weinstein, hit her up and tried to take her on a trip to Vegas. Josh is with Natalie Mordovtseva. However, they are not married and have an array of problems. She has never been to his house. However, the other couples are like Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo. They are trying one last thing to save their marriage before it turns to dust. There was a big altercation that broke out between Jasmine and Natalie. After finding out Josh invited Sophie to Vegas, she demanded he take her. However, he refused. This led her to go inside the bar and smash the glass Sophie was holding. She screamed F***you on the way out the door. Jasmine was not happy about this and went outside to put her in her place. Natalie blamed Jasmine for the drama. "You're crazy, but don't mess with me, Natalie. Don't play these F***ing games with me. It's not my F***ing fault that you are with a dude that doesn't give us about you. Stop insulting women. You are very disrespectful and have a big mouth, and you think that you are F***ing better than any other woman. You're not." Yikes, it got heated quickly. Fans were shocked by the drama that went down. It seems as though Jasmine is not going to put up with Natalie putting the blame on other women. Josh does not seem to care about Natalie. However, instead of blaming Josh, Natalie is blaming Sophie and Jasmine. Fans know that Jasmine is not scared of confrontation. When Natalie smashed the glass, Jasmine was not going to let that slide. What did you think about the altercation? Who did you think was right? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts. The world of 90-Day Fiancé has always been ripe with tension, drama, and emotional twists. But one of the most recent episodes has brought an intense, unexpected confrontation that has left fans reeling. Jasmine Pineda, the fiery Panamanian beauty, was recently seen getting into a heated and aggressive exchange with Natalie Mordovtseva, a Ukrainian model and reality TV star, and viewers were left wondering, what caused this surprising outburst? To understand the friction between Jasmine and Natalie, we have to backtrack to the tangled history of both women on the show. Jasmine Pineda, who appeared on 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 days, is known for her fierce passion, unapologetic opinions, and her fiery relationship with Gino Palazzolo, an American man whose past relationship baggage has often put their romance to the test. Meanwhile, Natalie Mordovtseva, a native of Ukraine, first made her appearance on 90-Day Fiancé, the single life where she faced her own set of obstacles with ex-husband Mike Youngquist. While Jasmine and Natalie don't exactly have the same storylines or even direct connections on the show, the two found themselves entangled in a drama of their own, leading to an explosive encounter that no one saw coming. Let's dive into what went down and why this altercation has people talking. The scene of the confrontation. The drama started innocently enough, or at least it seemed. Jasmine and Natalie were both guests at a gathering that involved other cast members, all of whom were on the show for various reasons, many of them tied to romantic relationships and life transitions. As usual, the atmosphere was charged with tension and high expectations as these couples, both struggling and thriving, navigated their new dynamics. But when Jasmine and Natalie crossed paths at the party, the room suddenly felt colder. Jasmine, who has a reputation for being blunt and outspoken, appeared on edge, her sharp eyes scanning the environment. Natalie, meanwhile, seemed more reserved, but her actions were enough to set Jasmine off. As the night went on, the two women exchanged a few words, which quickly escalated into something far more intense. The exact trigger for the altercation remains unclear, but from the footage shown, it was clear that the sparks between them were ready to ignite at any given moment. It wasn't just a clash of personalities. It was a collision of deep-seated frustrations, jealousy, and the kind of emotional baggage that always seems to surface on 90-Day Fiancé. The build-up. Tensions between Jasmine and Natalie. To understand why Jasmine reacted so aggressively, we need to look at the history between the two women, even though they never really had a direct confrontation before. From the moment they appeared on the show, it was clear that both Jasmine and Natalie shared a similar vulnerability, a longing to find love, but also a fear of being judged or misunderstood by others. However, their paths have differed significantly in how they handle challenges, which seems to be a significant factor in their interaction. Jasmine's blunt honesty and willingness to speak her mind have often put her at odds with those around her. She has no problem standing up for herself, especially when she feels that she is being disrespected. With Gino, Jasmine has had to deal with his ex-girlfriend's presence in their lives, a recurring issue that has caused immense tension in their relationship. It's a situation that has often left Jasmine feeling insecure, though she hides it behind her tough exterior. On the other hand, Natalie, whose romantic journey with Mike has been filled with betrayal, disappointment, and emotional upheaval, has had her own set of issues. While Natalie is often perceived as softer and more vulnerable compared to Jasmine, she is also prone to emotional outbursts when she feels disrespected or ignored. In many ways, both women share a desire for validation. Jasmine through her fiery independence, and Natalie through her search for acceptance. When they meet at the gathering, their different approaches to conflict become immediately apparent. Jasmine's raw intensity and Natalie's more passive approach created a combustible situation. The confrontation, what really happened? The tension finally boiled over during an exchange that wasn't meant to escalate, but did anyway. Jasmine, who had been holding on to some pent-up frustration, couldn't hold back anymore and let loose. As the words flew between the two women, Jasmine grew more and more aggressive, her words cutting through the air like a knife. At one point, she raised her voice, pointing at Natalie, and demanding that she stay out of her business, as if the entire room was witnessing an emotional eruption that had been building for far too long. Natalie, in contrast, was visibly shocked and initially attempted to stay calm. But it didn't take long for her to react defensively, her emotions unraveling as she began to push back, questioning Jasmine's aggressive behavior. It was a classic clash of personalities, but this time it was one that didn't end with words alone. As the situation escalated, the others in the room, including Gino and some other cast members, tried to intervene, but the damage had already been done. The aggressive exchange reached its peak when Jasmine, in a fit of anger, grabbed Natalie by the arm, pulling her into the center of the argument. This physical move caught everyone off guard, including Natalie, who was visibly upset and trying to break free from Jasmine's grip. The scene felt like something straight out of a reality TV drama, where emotions run high and personal boundaries are pushed to their limits. Why did Jasmine get so aggressive? Jasmine's outburst has sparked a whirlwind of reactions from fans and fellow cast members. Some viewers have defended her, citing that she was simply standing up for herself and reacting to the circumstances she had found herself in. Others, however, were quick to criticize her for crossing the line, arguing that violence, whether physical or verbal, was never the solution to any problem. The truth is, Jasmine's aggression seemed to come from a deep sense of frustration that had been bubbling beneath the surface for a long time. On 90 Day Fiancé, the relationships are often complicated, and the emotional stakes are incredibly high. For Jasmine, dealing with Gino's insecurities, his past, and his relationship with his ex-girlfriend likely took an emotional toll that she hadn't fully processed. The moment she was faced with someone like Natalie, who in her eyes may have seemed too passive or unwilling to stand up for herself, it triggered a primal need for Jasmine to assert dominance. It was almost as if she was defending her own position in the world of relationships. The fallout: what's next for Jasmine and Natalie? As with most 90 Day Fiancé confrontations, this moment didn't end with a simple resolution. Both women left the party feeling hurt, misunderstood, and emotionally drained. What happens next between Jasmine and Natalie remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the drama isn't over.